Hello, everyone. In this episode, we're going to go an exercise about using gradient boosting to predict 2022 World Cup, which is going on right now. So I found a nice machine learning code by SERGIO PESSOA from Kaggle. So he wrote a nice code. It uses, I'm mostly following his code. I adapted to some places because to make it run on Google Colab. Also, the original code accesses Wikipedia page, which is here. And it obviously, as the game is going on, it updates, and for that matter, the format changes and the reading part crashes. So I changed it to make it work, but it's mainly his algorithm. And if you want to understand more detail, you should go to this original website and read them more carefully. The data for both Sergio and my code uses the Kaggle for international football results code data, and also FIFA world ranking data to make the prediction, right? So let's see. There are a lot of parts because Sergio seems to be a good data scientist and does a lot of exploratory statistics analysis, which you should do to find out which variables are good predictors of the outcome and such. I'll be very quick on these and just get to the three part. So let's upload the Colab and import the libraries. And we have to mount the Google Drive. So I already uploaded the data, which is the shootouts, results, and goal score. I slightly changed the name to put on fix for myself here, the EP83A, but the rest of the file name should be obvious which it is from the websites, the Kaggle website I mentioned, right? And then let's first read in the results. So here, this is basically the cleaning up the data part. Is there missing data, drop the missing data, then what we have, all sorts of these things, which we have done in the Panda and all the Python review part. So you should refer to the all your episodes. Okay. So it's basically cleaning up the data. And then there's this FIFA ranking data. We also need this. And then again, these are all just cleaning up the Panda data. You don't have to do it within the Python. If you want, you can do it with Excel or any statistical packages like SAS or Stata, and then just have a CSV file ready. So that's the data. This is the data from any pair of the teams, kind of the standings and many things here that helps prediction. And then there's the get them features that's useful for predicting the outcome of the World Cup game. And you can see that we're gonna dig into the data sets to see how the results came out and use that to make predictions. Okay, and what seems to be really useful. The ranking difference, points won at the game, that versus team faced the rank, goals difference, and these kind of features all seems to be relevant. So we'll just use that. Oops. Okay, so here we keep running. The home team and away team, all the data. So this is basically exploratory analysis and the predictive features. And here are the following features that turns out to be useful: mean goals of the team in the World Cup cycle and so forth. Okay, still. So here we start doing it and compiling the data. This will take a while. Let's come back when it's done. Okay, and then so I'm gonna be quick on these. These are basically just getting the data to feed into the tree. So these are the kind of the columns we're gonna use. Okay. All right. So here are the databases and any missings. So let's do some data analysis. Okay. And here's some figures of the violin plot of how the features relate to the prediction. Okay. The goal differences turns out to be not surprisingly very important, isn't it? Okay, but this is just mainly data analysis, and just want to get quickly to the tree part. So I'm just gonna be quickly just, but you can of course take your time to slowly take a look at these and screen. By looking at this data, it's how you came up with these variables and verify how useful these variables are, basically. And there are many different ways of looking at these drawing plots and these kind of things. Okay. So the features will use a rank difference, goal difference, goal difference. Yeah, so there are many features that are found out through this process, basically. Okay, so here we have these features, and now comes the model part. So there are two models that the Kaggle data, the program uses. It's random forest and gradient boosting. So in the model DB, basically get the X and Y variables. Okay, so target is the Y variable that we want to predict. And random forest and gradient boosting classifiers is what we use. We split the test and train data. And first the gradient boosting classifier. And obviously using it is already a package, so you can just call them. It's not too hard. Okay, it's done computing the gradient boosting classifier. Then the random forest estimator is here. It's a smaller model, so it should run a bit faster. Okay. Okay, so now looking at it and analyzing it, and you can see the area on the curve for test and train data. So the train data is a little bit like this. Okay, and the random forest it's about similar. Let's go with the gradient boosting. Okay, so here's the simulation for the World Cup. There are the matches, and this is the part where the original Kaggle code accessed the Wikipedia page and automated it. But as the game results come in, Wikipedia updated, and it messes up this code here. So I just hard-coded the results as of today, December 4th, 2022. We already have done the group rounds. And the match is already known, so I just hard-coded them. I looked up the Wikipedia FIFA World Cup webpage, and here the hard-coded results. So you can check the table for the data and the matches of each groups from A to H teams up to South Korea and Portugal. And then find the features. And here are the code. So again, it's not my invention, but from the Kaggle website. And it basically goes through the team and uses the statistics and the trees to predict the outcomes. So let's just run this code here. And here are some of the results that you can see to predict the rounds. Netherlands, Senegal, I think that was correct. And in Group B, England and United States, I think that was also correct. Argentina, I think it was Poland that came up. So you can see that it's not perfect, but it does sort of a reasonable job. So there are some of the surprises. In the Group E, it was Spain and Japan. In fact, Japan went up to first seed to proceed to the next round. So machine learning can be wrong sometimes. Or even in the H round, I think Portugal and South Korea advanced instead of Uruguay. So it's not perfect, but it sort of predicted many things. So I actually have the advanced predicted and the actual advanced teams. I'm going to use in the following the actually advanced teams, the teams that advanced to do the next round of predictions, the round of 16, 8, 4, and semifinal and final. We just ran it. So here is your curiosity. Netherlands and United States, it's wrong, is it? The United States had higher odds, but I think Netherlands won actually. Argentina and Australia, I think Argentina won. Japan, Croatia, not done yet. Senegal, England advanced. I think that was correct as of today. And France and Poland, do we have the results in? Yeah, France was won. So we don't know the rest of the results yet, but there are some odds that comes out. And then based on that, there are the quarterfinal, semifinal, and final matches to be predicted. And here's the final nice picture that if you're curious of among the 16 teams, how the machine learning will predict what will come out. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so this was just introducing you to a Kaggle code, a code in the Kaggle that predicts 2022 World Cup and shows how tree-based learning, machine learning can be useful for practical matters. Thank you for watching this episode.